Good afternoon and welcome to Seasonal Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're watching Seasonal Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. Listen, I would really like you to watch this and share this. This is a great work by two young girls from Nigeria in Lagos. I think one of them is a Yoruba girl. I think the other one may be an Igbo. I'm not quite sure. Both are talented, they're wonderful innovators, and they're displaying the innovation. In fact, they won a prize, Stockholm Prize for Water Junior Prize, I think. Something fantastic, and to really address issues in the community. This is the kind of thing we want to really promote, and we really support that. Be no doubt, Citizen is a platform where we speak to the power, and I continue to advocate for Yoruba Nation and Biafra and others through self-determination. That is something that I am absolutely committed to. What I will say, for as long as Nigeria is in existence, we need to begin to ensure that the government of the day complies with its own constitution, and the people begins to hold their governors to account, as that is our primary role as citizens, is to monitor and hold our governors to account using the following two powers. Section 14.2a. The participation by the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. That's 14.2a. 14.2c. Sorry, beg your pardon. Let me start again. Let me start all over. That was 14.2c. 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. 14.2a. One more time. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's 14.2a. That means that you and I, we are sovereigns. We need to begin to use those powers. Now, how do we use those powers? It states so. It states that in the constitution. 14.2c says, the participation by the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, which is one of the key provisions? That is that you are a sovereign, as stated under 14.2a. Now, as a sovereign, you can hold your governors to account. You can call them to monthly meetings, which you must do. Begin to get them to, they have to explain to you where the funds that they receive on a monthly basis, where it's gone, what is spent on, and provide evidence, and you can monitor them. You can hold them to account as citizens. So I really wanted to state that, and we all need to know this. For all of us, for as long as we're within Nigeria, you need to begin to exercise that power, because that is how you can monitor your governance. You have the power as a sovereign to do so. Now, we'll come back and talk about that in more detail later on other topics. But for now, we want to focus on the achievements of these two young girls here. Let's listen to their story. This is by BBC. I think BBC Nigeria, I think it is. Let's have a look.
I and my partner invented the biothermal distillation device. The biothermal distillation device is an efficient device designed to purify and recycle water in order to provide pure and potable drinkable water for the people in riverine and rural areas.
Impressive.
We invented this device to solve the problem of unavailable drinkable water in our community.
I was in the kitchen, I was boiling water. I just thought about it that the way the water is evaporating from the cooking pot and condensing by the cover of the cooking pot, I was like, we can use this idea to purify the water, because the evaporated water is the distilled water and it is the purest form of water.
Unclean water has been one of the greatest challenges to me and my family in our area where we stay. It has made us spend money not only on getting clean water, but also on getting treatments because anytime we consume this dirty water, it always leads to different viral sicknesses like cholera, diarrhea, and so on and so forth. As a young girl, going to go and get water on long distances puts me at risk because of the activities of touts and area boys in my community.
This competition was like what triggered us, because we have been looking for an opportunity.
You see, what she talked about there, area boys and hoodlums and things. Again, you have the power. Again, if you're going to solve these problems that they talked about, briefly just to add to what they're saying, we need to participate in our governance on a daily basis. There are funding to deal with these issues that unless we begin to actively participate and hold our governance to account, it won't change for these young girls and the coming generations. So we really need to participate in our governance for those very reasons that they stated. But let's carry on and watch more. A great work by these two girls.
To help our community, because our community is surrounded by water, but still we have no pure potable drinkable water. So when the competition was,
look at that, our community is surrounded by water, but we have no pure drinking water. That's an indictment on the system, but not taking away from their achievements. No. We support them, but we need to state those facts. Again, I'm urging us all. The only solution is we, the citizens to whom sovereignty belongs. We must participate in our governance, use the powers we possess to hold our governance to account, to give us clean water, roads, water, light, because that is our role to monitor our governance. We must begin to do that from one community to the next. Let's go forward.
Brought to us, we took it as an opportunity to help our community.
Yeah.
Thermal distillation device is a device that make use of two processes. The first one is filtration process, that is the filtering of water, and then the other one is distillation process, that is the separation of the contaminants from water using heat. So we call it biothermal because we use two sources of heat. One is from the solar that power up the battery, and the battery actually power up the AC elements that boil up the water in the distillation box. And the other one is through the freshness lens on the glass.
In the next 5 years, I see these projects solving water problems in not only in my area but in other rural areas as well, all over Nigeria and hopefully the world.
I am just in awe of what they've done. Thanks to PBC. I have to BBC Africa. I am in awe of these young girls. I am in awe. To have such vision at such a young age, it's something we should be proud of. I celebrate them. I'm really pleased for the work that they're doing, and we need to support this kind of innovation. But above all, without having the foundation, which is ensuring that we begin to monitor the activities of our governance on a daily basis, as sovereigns that we are, these opportunities will not be fully utilized across the nation. So we need to be involved in the process of our governance on a daily basis as sovereigns. Again, I'm going to recall and remind you all, 1428 states, the participation, 1428 states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That means that you and I, again, we are sovereigns. We need to use those powers. How to use it is, of course, the participation by the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution, 142C. So use that power to monitor and hold your governance to account. You need to do that. Everybody, in all the people in the Makoko area, you are a sovereign. You need to use those powers, and we will teach you how to use those powers. And we've been doing that on Citizen AY, and we continue to urge you. When you watch this podcast, share it. Talk to your community. Join Citizen AY. I do programs where we talk about how we use those powers and how we can begin to monitor the monthly allocation that comes to your local government area to ensure that those funds are spent in the right area to provide the water, the light, the road, the schools, the bridges, the healthcare, the safety, the security within your community. As a sovereign, you have that power. We are here to encourage you and teach you how to use those powers. We don't want to. We don't want this idea of people always giving you food or giving you fish or whatever. We want you to fend for yourselves, to be able to actually use the mechanisms of the constitution to hold those you elected officers to account. That way, you now fish yourself, if you like. Instead of people giving you fish, you are now able to fish yourself. You can take care of your own community, and that is the object of what we're trying to achieve on Citizen AY. Community-wide awareness of the powers of sovereignty we have collectively to be able to use it to hold our governance to account. That way, we will have an improved community that is actually accountable to us, and we will thrive and succeed in that community without having to flee to four corners of the earth. This is possible. We can achieve it right there. And furthermore, Failing that, if the governance continues to, not to falter, you do also have the power through self-determination, by inserting a referendum in that constitution for you to now express your desire for self-determination. We will talk about that more later on. But for now, we congratulate these two wonderful young girls for the work they're doing, and we continue to encourage more. We need our government to really provide better environment for our youths to grow and prosper within that nation we call Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. If this resonates with you, please do share. You are, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Thank you, and bye for now.